Hey, it's June 9th. It's episode 90. I was actually married on June 9th.
Really?
Yep. Not to my current wife, to my first wife when I was 20 years old. I was one of those, I don't know, poorly chosen things to get married at 20. Not a good idea. But the great thing I got was Chase and Miranda, right?
Beautiful.
It is the 9th of June, 2021, and we are presently watching GameStop. Why do I say that so many times? Because it is down $9. 2 seconds ago it was down. They're going to do an offering, right, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got Marshall in the house. Marshall.
Hey.
Jason, what's the offering, man? 5 million shares at the market?
Yeah, 300-ish.
Is that
That's
about
1.5 billion.
1.5 billion? So they're going to raise some more money, right?
Ooh. They just smash people on their earnings day like it's their job.
Little dilution there.
I don't understand why they do that.
That's okay. Just keep raising more money. 289, 288, 288.
I mean, full disclosure, we got on short. I said, Todd, hey, you want to have some fun? Let's get on short here right at the bell.
We shorted at 302, and I'm going to blow your mind.
310.
And 310.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So, but you never know what can happen with this thing, right?
Well,
It is scary. That's what it feels like, right?
Yeah.
Don't get too enthusiastic.
Yeah.
All right, I don't want to hear that forever. Jason, what did the market do today?
The market, the Dow was down 150, 34,446. NASDAQ down 13, 13,911. S&P down 7, 42,19. Let's skip over the crypto and go to gold. Gold flat, down $3, 18.92. Silver, 27.92, up 19 cents. Copper, $4.52, like clockwork. Oil almost 70, 69.73. So not much movement there.
The GameStop announces the CEO appointment of Matt Furlong, a former Amazon executive, and I can't even say his last name. Mike Recupero as its new CFO.
They're trying to recupero right now.
Yeah, Recupero.
Right.
So GameStop, 45 cent, negative 45 cents earnings per share. Beats the street estimate, negative 83 cents. Sales actually came in and with a beat, 1.28 billion. Estimate 1.16 billion.
Okay, so at 1.6 billion, is that $6 billion a year?
Yeah, 1.2 times 4 is $5 billion a year.
So it's a retailer trading for maybe like 4.5, 5 times the revenue.
And what's the market cap now? Just curious.
Pretty high.
Yeah, let's take a look-see. 21 billion.
It's actually pretty higher than that, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, it's back to 296. The thing's holding tight.
What did we do? We covered
I
it
think
all?
the meme players have unlimited bankrolls. Right? Can they just buy forever?
Looks like it.
Just keep buying.
There's money in crowds.
Buying, more buying.
Did you hear what they did to Geo Group?
The who?
Geo Group, it's a REIT that invests in private prisons. That's their new bet. It's up 76%. Geo Group.
It went
Ticker
up.
Geo. Yeah, it went up. It went up.
Huh.
Because I guess the Biden administration kind of divorced themselves from it, the whole private prison deal, and Wall Street Bets jumped on it.
So you got to be like a player on Wall Street Bets to get everyone to jump on it?
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. Who's the ringleader? How does that happen? Who's in the know? Who's the guy that
Back to 305. Did
pulls the
did
trigger?
we cover everything?
No. We covered 200 shares.
What do we got left? 8?
We're short 1,000.
Okay.
We're short 1,000 shares at 303.29. We covered. I'll just tell you where we bought it.
It's fine.
We bought.
you said 310. You shorted at 310.
We shorted at 310, and we bought back 200 shares at literally exactly 310. Bought it back at 390.
Yeah.
So 20 points on that.
A 290.
At 290, yeah, and now it's 308. So in a matter of pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was quick. That's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I put orders in to buy at 280. It went to 281. You were right though. You said just get it at 285. Just get it. Just go get it. I want to be short.
The boss says we're short. We're short.
Well, we're not short a lot. We're short 1,000 shares, right?
No, 800.
No, we shorted 1,200.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 1,000.
We covered 200.
Got you.
We're short 1,000.
All right.
But I appreciate the support.
Hey, no
That's
worries.
a nice thing to say. The boss says we're short. We're short. Wow, Jason.
Got no problem with that.
Sound like a military man there.
Dude.
Shout out to the super chat,
Who was
DRDP
it?
29
DRDP?
with a $5
DRDP.
drop, dropping a $5 note
Dropping
on
to
us.
5.
Big time. Appreciate that.
302. I mean, I wouldn't mind putting an order there at 290 just to take some off.
Right. Maybe
Just-
we'll raise it.
Just to, you never know.
What are you looking at, Jason? Let's get to stocks real quick.
So we got live trading mid-show.
Hey, yeah, we
Yeah, it's a little
we like to
weird.
do that.
Hey, Jason, your AEZS, Apple Edward Zebra Sam finally made a move today. Up pretty big, actually. 19 cents to $1.11, $12. This is something you've been talking on the show for a while.
The biotech sector is
Biotech's
smoking
continue to
hot.
move.
Absolutely smoking hot. Yeah, it looks like there were some walls put up on AEZS, $1.15 resistance.
We got spanked in OEG and OSAT. We're down in this LMNL.
We are down in that.
Yeah.
We did
Naked
make
77.
full, what about full disclosure? We tapped out of URG today. They announced an ATM. We tapped out at like $1.59 somewhere in there.
I want to give a shout out to whoever, I can't remember the name, and I began with like an L or something. Laura, Lauren, Lordo. I don't know what his name was. Whoever told me to buy Wish. I bought Wish.
Oh, did you?
I traded it this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, pre-market. Wish, I wonder where it closed. Hold on, let's check and see where it closed. I wish that I knew where it traded.
We missed the bulk of that run, but that was a good call. I forgot who
Oh
called
wow,
that.
it's back to $1 or 10.43. Believe it or not, look at it, hit 15 today.
I see it.
Yeah.
Right. We are short the triple Qs and we are long the S triple Qs. Yes, we are. Whoever is base flyer. Yeah, we're short. We're short both. Let's look at the chart real quick. You can see it opened at 15. Let's go on that chart real quick. Someone gave me Wish, and I traded it, and I appreciate that. It was like a couple points.
Absolutely.
Not huge, but we always appreciate the money. You know what someone told me today, Jason?
What?
Marshall told me this about all of us. Bunch of white guys sitting around just telling us how much money we made. That's what he said to me. And he said, you got to tell people how you make it.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear in the audience if you really... See, to me, the audience is so sophisticated, I didn't know that any of them needed my help. Now, your philosophy, your macro, I get that. Because I like to hear how you think. I mean, it helps me make better decisions.
Yeah.
Like, I would actually say that to some degree, you're almost like a macro therapist for me. Like, I have a regular therapist I see after my first divorce. Been seeing her 20 years, changed my life, changed my relationship with my current wife. I have 4 great kids. So happy I see her every Saturday. Now we're on Zoom together, but you're kind of your macro ideas help keep me grounded. Jason does the same thing too. He's a little bit more not macro, but shorter term with kind of a long term thesis of what's going on with him. Wants to trade some names, but you're real macro, which allows me to come up with a thesis. But this person who I respect told me you need to educate the audience. I didn't really see myself in that way. Like I would be like, here's how I do it. But we'd love to hear from you if you want to hear how we do it.
291.
Do you want to hear how we do it?
We can have.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marshall.
Yeah, no, I why else would anybody be watching?
285. Sorry, guys. We're live on this GameStop.
They want to know exactly how we got as successful as we have gotten and continue to be, and they want to know the thought process behind it and how we identify undervalued assets and make a move on them. So they
you
can
would
do it for
agree with
themselves.
this person that I'm doing the wrong thing by not educating.
I would agree that we can offer a lot more value to our people by educating them, being more of a teacher and kind of opening the kimono a bit.
Right. Makes sense. I moved my order, Jason.
Yeah. Thank you. It comes down to time, money, value, and anything in life.
No, I know, but reality is that sometimes, and my wife says this a lot. She says, "You think people know what you know?" Yeah, I do. I don't think what I do is complicated, but I did study it a long time. I kind of get that part, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it true? I want to make sure I heard this right. Is it true you went to law school?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wonder you have such a big brain. Wow, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, man. I went to the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators in London.
Wow, you went what?
The Chartered Institute of Arbitrators in London for construction law.
Really?
Oh.
Fancy too.
That's cool.
Well, at the time, all of our public contracts are arbitration. You're forced into an arbitration, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so this is really before the American Arbitration Association got their fangs into the construction law space, the Construction Dispute Resolution Board. I could bore you with this stuff, but
You're not boring me.
yeah.
Let's educate.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's. Listen,
Do you like
I need.
arbitration or court better?
I like court better.
Really?
As a contractor, I do, yeah. Because, well, if it's a non-binding arbitration, if I had a choice between a mediation and an arbitration, I'd much rather go to a mediation. And if I don't like the outcome of the mediation, I reserve my full rights to litigate. I would never want to agree to a binding arbitration.
So your contracts don't have binding arbitration.
No,
They have mediation though in them.
correct, and I
Right.
reserve my right to litigate.
Smart. Makes sense.
Yeah, you're not going to pigeonhole me into that.
Nice.
We're going to control our destiny.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, I think educating the public and our viewers, I think that's where the value is.
Right.
And they want to hear it. I'm sure they do.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Jason, what did you think of the market today?
It was pretty meh, except for for some reason when the market's meh, it seems like our portfolio right now
Meh.
is set up for like action. I don't know.
Speaking for making money, but today
I love
I
that.
don't know how many days
That's
in a
your
row.
psychology.
Yeah, I mean the market.
I don't know how many days in a row this is going to happen, but I got to tell you, we've been killing
You
it.
guys are cooking with
I
gas.
mean, we're cooking with gasoline and everything, and propane.
We just got a taste of enough of each sector, and we're just like throwing darts. You know how we do it. This is our part of our education here. We just throw darts.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, today, it's funny. You get really upset about the ones we lose on, but we throw a lot of those darts and win too, right?
Yeah, you
They're
guys are-
educated darts. We don't just throw darts.
Yeah.
I was
you guys are
kidding.
snipers. He's kidding. Yeah.
Total
there was sarcasm there. Yeah.
Yeah, but we do. This is something I'd like to get into about it. Wait, hold on a second here. How can an 18-year-old get into the current stock market? I have $1,000 to use.
Oh, YOLO 400 GME calls.
He is totally kidding.
Totally kidding, Doge boy. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just
Doge
kidding.
boy.
The first thing I would do is open either a TD Ameritrade. I just got filled at 290.
That's music
Nice.
to my ears.
I'm still short 500.
Nice.
I'd open a TD Ameritrade account, a Robinhood account, or a Webull account when I put the $1,000 in there. At 18 years old, I'd make some definite concentrated bets.
Yeah.
You opened up a Webull account with that $1,000. It's hard for me to say this, but I like Bitcoin.
Well, that shouldn't be hard for you to say.
No, I mean in the sense that like I like to trade stocks.
Yeah.
So 1,000 isn't enough for me.
Yeah.
But if he's going to add to that, he or she is going to add to this.
Yeah.
I would get some Bitcoin in my portfolio.
What I would say
I'd get some Ethereum for sure.
Yes.
what I would say to this young guy is, I'd say keep the 1,000, figure out how to make more money, and take a long-term approach. But if you and then actually start playing with some meaningful money, if you can put it together, focus on your skill set. But if you want to get rid of 1,000, I'd go Ethereum.
Yeah, in the reason, let me say that the reason I like, so Marshall and I just said the same thing. I didn't say the second part that he said. So to me, I would buy something and then keep adding to it, keep getting that bankroll. For me, I didn't really start making any real money until I got a bankroll. And this is, I would just say to you that you don't want to do it the way I did it. You don't want to do it the way I did it. I've taken so much risk. That's why we call this risk on. I literally married the right person the second time. Well, the first time too, she was a good person, but we didn't have the same goals and objectives. But the second time I married right, and was very clear what my goals were, which is to make sure that my kids never had to live like I did. Right? I grew up in HUD housing, and I appreciate what my mom did for me, but she was a single mom. Her parents didn't really leave her, to me, any life skills. I mean, her parents were terrible to her. And so she got pregnant at 17, had me at 18. If you are you have $1,000 and you're 18 years old, I would really know what your goal is, right? I took so much risk, and I literally had to start over a few times. I remember I went bust 2 times already. I mean, I went bust 2 times.
Sure.
This is my 3rd time to the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And now, I'm all over risk control now. I'm all over. It may seem like we're pressing the buy button.
No.
But we're not pressing the buy button. This is over. I've accumulated for the company and for myself and other things. It's publicly traded. You can see what the company has. And my personal assets, you can find them disclosed in filings. This is call it a $200 to $500 million enterprise.
Yep.
Depending on where you value some assets. And I want to be fully clear. Some of the assets could be worth 0. Like, I'm long AEZS. Everyone knows that. But I would, I feel like I'm self-selling here.
Why?
But if I were younger and I met a guy like you, I would want to learn from you because I have made so many mistakes, so many, trusted the wrong people, got smoked by partnerships, didn't put the stuff in writing, didn't make sure I was covered legally, took too much risk, borrowed too much money.
Yeah.
And so, I don't think I can show you what I did and what not to do, but I think you are to me somewhat better at the idea that when you look at the macro view of how you kind of lived your life, I lived my life, literally, I was on red or black the whole time,
Yeah.
And I don't think you need to be on red or black the entire time. And over time, I didn't connect at a young age because I was so desperate to not be poor that I didn't connect the value of learning from others. I just went and did it. I asked for forgiveness, not permission.
Sure.
And when I see a guy with $1,000, I say, I want to take a step back and say, I don't put your money in weed bowling. What do you want to do?
Exactly.
What do you want to do at 18 years old? I think it's more important to know what you want to do first. And then figure out whether that $1,000 should be invested in you, meaning something you need to learn, or go somewhere you need to go, or find the person you need to find. Because really, realistically, if I took I'll tell you a story. When I first met my wife now, Christy, there's a long story to that, but I worked at a hedge fund. I ran a hedge fund. And she wanted me to trade her account. She had like 35 grand. She was divorced. Mm-hmm. And I started trading her account, and I was down like $1,000. So it was $34,000. I said to her, "Listen, we're going to get married now, so this is still your money, but just I'm going to make sure you're okay with the money. Don't even think about it. It could go to 0. I'll take care of you, all right?" But I had to do that because I didn't want to lose her money. When I trade with my own money, and I want to explain this to you very quickly. When I trade with my own money, I trade differently.
Yep.
Okay? And I took her money, and I got long the Palm Pilot.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember this.
Of course.
I got long the 20 calls when the stock is 13. I bought the dollar calls. Paid $1 for the 20 calls. And I got long what was back then was called Research in Motion, which became BlackBerry.
Yep.
And I got short Martha Stewart. BlackBerry went to it went to 29, then to 89, then 100 and something.
I remember.
Her account went from 35 grand to 189,000 in like 3 months.
Wow.
She thought I was a genius.
Yeah.
I took enormous risk.
Right.
I just went. I was risk on all the way. I know these trades. I'm going to do it, and I can't explain to you when I'm going to lose money, and I know when I'm going to make money. I can't explain that to you, but just after 30 years, even after 5 years, I figured out when I was going to lose and make money.
Right.
You kind of know it. Like I think you're going to make money in Bitcoin.
No question about it.
You have so much conviction, like I'm going to make money at it. And
Yeah.
so when people are texting you, "Oh, it's over, it's going down," you're like, "Yeah, whatever," because it's you have your mental picture of what this is going to look like. I have my mental picture, and sometimes, Jason and I are, we butt heads a little bit because Jason's like, "Hey, do we need to stay short that?" And sometimes I'm like, "Yeah, I want to stay short, right?" Because I have my own feel. Now sometimes my feelings don't work, but most of the time I kind of know pretty quickly when I'm going to lose money or make money. I kind of know pretty fast,
Yeah, well, that's all your years of experience.
Yeah, and so when people ask me to show them how to do it, I get stressed out because I'm like, you gotta lose money, you gotta go to the abyss. I've been to the abyss and back, dude. I've been to the abyss. I've been to the depths of the depths. That's why when all these haters out there say stuff about me, I just simply don't care what you say. You don't know how many people I employ. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I give back to society. You don't know what's happening with my father. You don't know what I'm trying to do for Alzheimer's. You don't know. You're a troll. And I simply do not care. But I care about the guy who wants to know what to do with $1,000.
No question about it.
And that's why I recruited Marshall. Marshall's joining the show, by the way, and Marshall's joining Ault Global. Now, I got a little ahead of myself there because he didn't sign that contract yet, but he will sign. He will sign. Anyways, I apologize. I don't know what to do.
No,
with-
listen, it's beautiful. And if you look at the comments, they love it. Because people need that guidance. And another reason why I think you and I work so well together is because we do this. We bounce it off each other. And I think it's profitable for everybody who listens.
Yeah, I will say to you, I've told you guys from the beginning, one of the guys you got to watch is Jason. But what you need to do, and I'm getting a little frustrated with this too, actually. You need to watch Jason play poker. I'm telling you, there's a life lesson here. When you watch how fast this guy is, it's all about bankroll management. It's all about risk control. It's the same way. How is he losing at baseball in terms of total bets, but quadruple, triple? I mean, what do you got? 5 times your money?
Yeah, something like that. Right around there.
Are you 1,200 to 6,000, give
Yeah.
or take?
Yep.
Right.
Huge.
500.
It's all about this kind of risk management. And with that guy with $1,000, you got to figure out how to make that $100,000, right?
That's it. Add 2 zeros, come up with a plan.
Come up with a plan, right?
Definitely. No
I
question.
put that
about
money in the bank and make sure you have it.
Yes.
And make sure you have a plan, like what you want to do.
it.
Right?
Yes. Get your skill up. You need to earn.
That one.
There's only 3 ways to make money. I tell people all the time. You leverage people, you leverage time, or you leverage money. You can only do one of those 3 to make money, right? You cannot, if you're a sole proprietor and you're doing all the work yourself, you're selling time for service, and that's the only way you're going to make any money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Richard Ritter, I think we're friends, man, on Facebook now. Appreciate the money.
Risk on bringing the toast to this hot jam.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Love
they
that.
trolled us at like 281 on GME.
Did they?
Did they?
Where's it at?
Back to 288.
Oh, God.
The thing about Jason, though, is that just being around him and working with him, his mind is lightning fast.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Lightning fast. So
Peter, how do you say his name?
Tambone.
For the
Maybe
$4.99.
Is that an Italian, you think? Tambone?
What do you
Tambone.
think? It ends in a vowel.
Tambone.
Tamboni, baby.
Is that what that is?
I'm from New York, the land of the vowels.
Carbone.
man.
You know,
Yeah,
Doge, I was thinking a different way. Doge Boy needs to spin it up to like 5K. He just shows up in Vegas and we go play some blackjack.
Okay, don't
See,
listen.
no,
That's Jason.
bad advice.
I'm just saying.
Sure
That
enough.
would be a quick way to boost the bankroll.
Skyla, why are you so quiet over there?
Why am I so quiet? You guys are talking about some interesting stuff. I'm just listening.
You're soaking it in.
Yeah, just soaking it up.
Awesome.
Jason, let's go cover some stocks real quick.
Let's talk about AEMD. AEMD. Let me pull that one up.
Pull
You
it
gonna
up.
pull it up?
Pull it up,
Yeah.
brother.
This one's interesting. GameStop 285. Okay, full disclosure. We did not put on a trade with this. Nick, take a look. Up 388% today. Athlon Medical. They actually were able to first ever removal of the COVID virus from the bloodstream of an infected patient.
Wait, what?
Yes. I missed this trade today. I was a little upset.
Whoa.
This thing went as high as $17 pre-market, I believe. I mean, it's just a massive runner. Yeah, I mean, huge news. And the street responded as they should. I mean, just a massive
Let me see
run.
that chart again.
AEMD.
Oh, you told me about that this morning.
Yeah. First ever Vivo removal of COVID virus from bloodstream of an infected patient. Here's a Yahoo Finance article. You guys can look at it. Just wanted to show you this one, even though we didn't trade it. There's your 280. There's your
285.
285. Okay. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And whomever was in it today profited nicely from the scientific research, and it looks like it's tremendous. I mean, obviously this is
But Athlon Medical, they've been around for a while, though. I've seen this name before.
yeah.
It's 953 in the aftermarket.
Yeah, I mean, people took their profits. Just to give you an idea, 52-week high was $12.49 during market hours, $1.21 low, market cap $130 million, float free float is $11.85 million, and traded today 251 million shares. Average daily volume for the last 1 month, 4 million shares.
Oh, wow.
Little 65X or something.
Wow.
Like
Hey, so
crazy.
yeah, let's look at what these guys are saying. Well, we got to talk about GST and OEG because both these guys are getting hit in these
Robbie,
pretty hard.
OEG, man, we're going to talk about that because I was frustrated about the response today from the news. I know you're probably long also. Full disclosure, we are long as well.
It's 279 now, dude. I'm going to cover.
Yeah, nice one.
I'm going to cover the rest.
Very nice.
We're going to make about 20 stacks, give or take.
Oh, that's awesome. The super chat from Devin. That's an awesome quote, too. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
To make money, you leverage time, you leverage people, or you leverage money.
All right, we're covering at 279. Let's see if we hear a ding.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
it goes.
Beautiful.
All right, what are
There
we
you
short
go.
still? We have 200 left. I'll just cover it now.
Yeah, I
Cover
would
it, yeah,
just
because
get
I don't
out.
like those lingering plays where we're just like,
Yeah.
it's just a formality. Just finish it.
get out.
You got the finish him? Finish him.
Is it on here?
It might be on there.
Let's see. Oh, I got fatality. That's
Yeah,
that
that'll
thing.
work.
Fatality.
Good enough.
You're right. It just popped to 283.
Yeah, just
Dude, that's crazy.
get it done, man.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's sound waves. Ali, the EVFM, I didn't look at the 13D, but I did look at the chart, and I did look at what's going on there with the dollar threshold. I'm not recommending that stock, EVFM. I see what they're doing. There's definitely a need in the marketplace. EVFM,
All right, I got my orders
I do
in.
like that stock. I'm not recommending it.
Not being rude, by the way. It seems like it probably, but we're just trading. We're live here.
I mean,
we got all
it's
these things changed right now.
yeah, they're big buttons. We can't.
Todd's back on the sound effects.
You know, it's pretty easy to
That's
exchange, to look at momentum in the overall macro
Yep.
markets.
Yep.
We were going to dig into this. I was waiting for you, Marshall. But
Let's do it, bro.
Bitcoin, 36,375. Ethereum, 2566.
Love it.
We're talking about the crypto markets, and we're talking about the El Salvadorian government.
By the way, I saw that last night and thought to myself, "Wow, there's another one.
filled.
That's a big deal."
Yeah.
Huge.
Even though it's El Salvador, I was thinking, let's move our miners to El Salvador. I really was. It was-
No, because what,
Oh, wait, here we
what
go.
I've been
I
saying.
want to listen. Hold on,
Let's
hold
go.
on.
I'm fired up.
Oh, here we go.
Because-
Let's go. Hold on a second.
I wanted to get to this.
Let's go.
Because what I've been saying is that Bitcoin and its benefit isn't for the developed world per se. It's for El Salvador.
Like, we said Venezuela's a
Yeah,
big
it's
user.
for
Yes.
Venezuela, man. It's for Colombia. It's for the guy in the Congo. It's for the guy in the Ivory Coast. It's for the people in Nigeria. It's for the places where there's political instability, where there's extremely poor economic policy.
A world
that-
of extremes.
A world of extremes that just steals the wealth of its
Have you
people.
spent any time in Africa?
I have not. No.
Just to say that we say Ivory Coast. It sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't been.
Probably not. Probably get
No,
your head cut
I've
off
been
down
to.
there.
No, I know it's nice there.
Morocco.
Is it nice in
Yeah.
Ivory Coast? You been in Morocco?
I've been to Morocco. Yeah.
Well, that's Africa.
Yeah, North Africa.
North Africa.
Northern. Yep.
Just to give you an idea, the supermajority in the Salvadorian Congress, 64 out of 84 votes.
Yeah.
Slam dunk. buddy.
Slam dunk.
Slam dunk.
So the idea is that okay, now this is accepted as tender. So it doesn't replace the dollar
No.
there. But if I come to you and say I'm going to pay in Bitcoin, you have to accept it as tender.
Yep.
So it's not a replacement; it's an addition, it's an add-on, right?
It's amazing.
So what's going to happen is that people are going to want to be paid in Bitcoin, right? It's going to force out the dollar and the current system that they have, because you have a dollar that's going to continue to depreciate in El Salvador, or you have a hard asset that's going to continue to appreciate.
So Juan Carlos Velasquez Palma said, yes, we embrace Bitcoin. Look at Venezuela, a much larger country, oil-rich, Citgo gas.
Unbelievable.
Now they have nothing there. They've been robbed of all of their wealth
Yes.
and their labor.
Yes.
What's left? Venezuelans flooding our border right now as we speak.
Yes.
Coming here because they don't like communism.
Correct.
When people are thinking about, man, we should really look at the a socialist economy, or which turns into a communist regime. You guys don't understand. Talk to Venezuelans and Cubans. I'm from South Florida. I have a ton of friends that are Cuban. Played poker with them. They love this country. They definitely did not vote for Joe Biden. I'll leave it at that, because they know what communism is. They know what socialism is. So before you wish for something like that, just take a step back and look at the macroeconomics of it.
No doubt
That's
about
all.
it. No question. And I wish that, it's really amazing to me that this guy is a pioneer.
Love it.
He's a trailblazer because a government wouldn't accept this because it diminishes their power.
Yes.
So what it is more of a grassroots opportunity for the people of Venezuela, the people of El Salvador, the people of Colombia. But the fact that a government got behind it and this guy put his neck out on the line and made it happen, I couldn't believe it. I saw the tweet come in around midnight, and I was like, I couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and I immediately went into my Coinbase and I bought some more.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was around 32 or 30, close to 33,000 when I bought some. Now we're at 36.4.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was a legitimate. They might not claim that it was, but that was a legitimate bump from that.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No question.
Between that and Saylor, I think.
Okay.
Saylor.
Can I just talk about the Saylor deal?
Yeah, go.
Okay, so Saylor's gonna raise 500 million,
Well,
right?
he closed.
He
Yep.
closed.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money in orders he received? So he's raising 500 million,
Is it 1.5?
1.6
1.6,
billion.
yep.
1.6 billion in orders on a $500 million raise. So what does that mean? That's institutional money.
Yeah, that's big money.
That's big money.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
smart money.
Keep in mind, though, MicroStrategies was already a successful company.
But it is a Bitcoin play to the street.
It is now.
Yeah.
But Saylor's underlying business was successful.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
doubt about
successful
it. No
underlying
question. But I
business.
mean, but the bond offering is to buy Bitcoin.
I wouldn't know anyone else that could be doing. Someone else could do that probably.
Yeah, no, they not only could they, but they should.
Yeah.
They should do it. But to think about the institutional money, man, that means that the smart money recognizes the value of Bitcoin. I mean, QED, case in point.
Aman says, bro, the U.S. government's about to stomp on their dreams. I think he's probably referring to the people in Central America there. But the thing is, what happens when all these smaller countries start adapting Bitcoin in Central America? They're not usurping the dollar, and I think that's important that you raise that point. He says the U.S. government's about to stomp on their dreams. Last time someone wanted to get rid of the dollar, Libya, Iraq. I get it.
Yeah,
Oil.
sure, of
The
course.
petrodollar obviously is very important. Our dollar, U.S. dollar, fiat dollar, backed by nothing, backed by bullets, not backed by gold.
Yep.
Backed by our military. If you mess with the petrodollar, we will bomb
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that could possibly happen. Sure.
No doubt about it. But if the people recognize what
People
it was,
don't realize that
the people will win.
The people,
Yeah.
all those people will say no guns and all this stuff. We don't
Yeah.
like the military. All your dollars are backed by bullets.
Yes.
I mean,
No question
sorry.
about it.
The only reason. Come on.
Bullets and an F-18s.
When you go to the Dollar Tree to buy some magic erasers to clean your sneakers or
How
something.
many people are online right now?
78.
Hey, I'd love to talk about one thing about real estate. So Marshall and I are doing, I've been in real estate basically my whole life, and we're buying some multifamily apartment buildings, and I want to make it possible for everyone I know to participate. So I want to ask you this question. A lot of times you do private partnerships. They get a monthly check.
Yes.
And then they put their money in, and then eventually refinance them out, and eventually over a period of time they get out.
Yes.
But do you think that people would be more interested in that or investing in a private REIT that could go public? That's an actual question of mine, because I'm wondering from the beginning, should I just not try to do rounds of capital to raise for a private REIT?
Okay, so
Do you have a philosophy there?
yeah, well, I think monthly distribution checks with a GP-LP relationship benefits the investor greater in the long term and in the short term.
Well, because they probably get the tax benefit.
They get the tax benefit.
Yeah.
A
They
REIT-
get that what's wrong with me? K1. They get the K1.
They get a K1.
Right. So they get that tax benefit,
They
that
get a
write
tax
off, the
benefit.
depreciation of the property.
Correct.
Because you don't get that when you own common stock in a REIT, right?
No.
Speaking of macro markets, how about a REIT?
We had a ton of REITs boom today.
I only have two good options with my 401k. See this?
Oh, okay.
A REIT,
I only have two options. Okay.
total
Okay.
return stock market.
One is a total stock market index. Given these options, which would you choose?
So one thing
choose
I would
the
tell
REIT.
you for sure, I would see if you can dollar cost average, and I would not dump my whole 401k in the stock market in one day. If it's a rollover, if you're putting in like $1,000 a month, then just put it in the stock market index and keep putting it in even when the market pulls back. That's my impression. But if I'll let Marshall talk, I think that maybe you'll come up with a mix where you can go 80% stock market, 20% real estate. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, you could do that, and that's probably the responsible thing to do. I don't do that. I'm a macro guy. I don't diversify. I accumulate large positions.
Yeah.
And if my thesis is right, then but I'm convicted on everything I do. And
Yeah, and that's where I said earlier on that rant I was on earlier. I don't diversify.
yeah.
Like, so
No, I mean,
you don't want to put your money with me. Like I'm all in on what.
But
You know,
I mean, you're never going to make it if you do diversify.
yeah, I'm a risk-on guy.
Risk on, man.
Right.
I mean, what
the
if,
show's not called Risk On, like just because I pulled that out of my rear.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's a reason, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm a risk-on person.
diversification is something Wall Street sold to people.
If you're a person that has like a corporate job and you have a wife at home, or your wife has a job and you have 2 kids and you don't have time to pay attention to financials, I get the whole diversification thing. Totally makes sense. Put your money in a 401k, do all that stuff, right? But if you're a guy or girl, woman, lady, that wants to accumulate wealth,
Yeah.
like real wealth. Now, you can get wealthy by put your money into a 401k, but like I'm not talking about like I retire with $2 million in my 401k.
No, but
I'm talking about like I retire with $1 billion in real estate. Or
Yes.
something to aspire to that's bigger than yourself.
Agreed.
Then you can't be diversified.
No, man. Don't.
I mean, Warren Buffett had all of his money at one point except a little trading account. Okay, let's just say he had like 90% of his money all in Berkshire Hathaway. All of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
All of it in something he managed.
yeah.
I have all my money in Alton Company.
Yeah.
My own company, named after my grandfather, who gave me $1,400 to start. I have all my money in there. And I paid the consequences when I'm wrong.
Yeah, of course.
And I reap the benefits when I'm right.
Right. No question. Listen,
All in, baby.
Listen, if you get paid every week and a portion of that gets siphoned off and put in a 401k
Yeah,
and
that's
sent to
fine.
Wall
Yeah.
Street, well, I mean, that doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, well,
I was never that guy, by
No,
the
I
way.
understand.
I'd say, okay, you know what? I can do better with the money than some guy I never met before, some nameless, faceless institution. Why don't I keep the money? And I have a great idea. It's called
GameStop
real estate.
$275.
Yeah. It's okay. Can't look back.
That's all right. Yeah, man.
Well, we made like 20 grand. I mean, we're just a bunch of white guys sitting around telling them how much money we made.
I don't know what color.
I tell
color
you,
has
by
to
the
do
way,
with it.
I tell you, by the way,
Well, I'm
when
tannish.
Yeah.
by the way, I tell people when I lose money too.
Absolutely.
And I can tell you right now.
Well, we have to tell them that what we're
I
making
want to show you right now so you know. Here's the thing.
our wins
okay?
and losses and
Here's
teach them.
Today, OEG. I bought it for $572. I bought 145,000 shares.
Yeah.
I'm down $76,000.
Yeah.
Now, but on this AEZS, I'm up today 41,000.
Yeah.
Borks, I'm up a little bit here. Let's see.
Little Borkish.
CLB. What is this here? Naked down a little bit today.
Hey, we got a comment here from comment from Bloss. I have a relative last name Bloss. Are you related to me? Hey guys, just want to say love
does
the
it
show.
say?
I was looking forward to listening to this on the back end of my day. Keep up the great work. Awesome.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Awesome. I don't know if that's a relative of mine or not, but
Bloss,
Bloss, yeah.
the last name?
Last name Bloss.
I tell you how blind I am. I thought that said floss. I did earlier, and I caught up with it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Right. What are the names we got to cover today?
That's what we're doing up here, right? Just flossing.
Yeah, we're flossing.
What are the names we got to cover today? 'Cause we're,
Well,
like-
the REITs were hot today.
so for full disclosure,
I mean,
let's
but
bring
can we get a round of applause for Bitcoin now at 36? What is it? 36.3, 36.4.
Back
right
off
now?
the mat again.
Back off the mat, man. What did I say yesterday? Lindy effect. Mm-hmm. We put a risky bits out that we were saying. The AI super soldier. Come on,
saw
man.
that.
Let's roll. And Ethereum. What's the ratio of Ethereum to Bitcoin now?
Is it still 13? That's a good question.
Yeah, it's 25.64 Ethereum as we speak.
Is it? What's Bitcoin? 36 what?
36.396.
36.
I think people are tired of
396
Elon Musk tweeting about
Divided by what?
stuff.
20?
Yeah, 25.64.
You guys, I think
14.
I think people are tired of Elon Musk.
That's
tweeting
meaningful.
About stuff.
Oh, they're definitely.
They're tired
Oh,
of
yeah.
it.
So
for sure.
irresponsible.
Like, Bitcoin, I'm in love, break up. Like, who cares, dude?
Seriously.
You're the richest man in the world. One of them, great. Good for you.
Yeah,
You're a
good for
brilliant guy. He is.
You heard a bunch
I'll
of people.
probably be on your rocket someday. But, stop messing with Bitcoin.
Yeah, that rocket paid for by who? All of
US,
us
yeah,
collectively.
all of us
By
collectively.
the U.S. Gov, man.
Let's bring up this chart
What do you got? MDRR? I'm just
for
guessing.
full disclosure.
How did I know?
Yep, MDRR.
Nice
So,
read.
Is that today? Is that a daily?
Yeah, yeah. Take
I
it
filed
away.
the 13D on MDRR.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, buddy.
Today, I sold every single share I have right here
Yeah.
at about $1.85. It did go up to $1.97 after I sold it. I actually see a high of 218, so I guess I really made a mistake. But I decided that I was not going to go after MDRR, so I sold my whole position. Every share, about 1.6 million are sold. So you'll see a 13D filing coming. Those of you here on the program, we will file a 13D. We sold the entire position. Yes.
Profits.
How long were you in that position for?
Not that long.
Okay.
Not that long. It's gone. Sold it. I think we made good money.
Good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty profitable.
For sure.
So, like, how you identified that would be beneficial for people watching.
Yeah. I thought about that.
Yeah.
So let's cover that real quick. We'll spend a few minutes doing that.
Awesome.
So I've been on Wall Street for 32 years.
If you're taking notes, write this down.
And I have a lot of bankers. Hold on a second. This is an important call.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the show. I'm live on air.
It's a live show, guys.
What's the? It gives me a minute to look at a couple things.
Okay.
Cue a couple things up.
Bye bye. We'll see. Hey, so I've been on Wall Street for 32 years. I've been involved in syndicate at Dean Witter. I ran a hedge fund for years. I done a lot of things on Wall Street. I spent a small hiatus, little time off from Wall Street after my firm blew up in 2008, 2009. But I know a lot of bankers, and so I get a lot of deal flow. And I used to think, why do I need to hire people like this? And I realize over time, you need to know people and you need to have deal flow. And because I have learned how to bring companies public or buy things that are broken assets or distressed, people bring me deals. These guys needed to raise money. They were selling a deal below the market, meaning below the NAV, not the stock market quote. And I sold it today below the asset value. It's still worth on paper more, like $2 and 50 cents or something.
Okay.
Give or take. So I'm not the exact NAV. I could be off, 10, 15 cents. But so this banker came to me and said, "Hey, they're doing a deal." And I looked at it and said, "Where are they going to price it?" I don't know. I was looking at the price and going, I believe in real estate right now. I believe in hard assets. I looked at what they had, took a look and said, "You know what? I'll do it, but I want to be the largest owner." So they sold me about 10% of the company.
Okay.
Right? And I bought it on a offering that they did, secondary. So I paid $1.50 for it, fell down to $1.30.
Yep.
Bought more. Sold it all today. Right. There has to be a thesis that I have, sort of the macro part, right?
Right.
But I'm looking at other REITs right now too. And so what ends up happening is, think of it like a competition, like all the rats are running and I kind of pick the fastest rat, and that means the other rat, I can still make money on them, but do I want to own them? No, so I sell that rat.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
I didn't sell MDRR because I don't like it.
Right.
I just like something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And you and I are looking at a lot of real estate. Jason's wife is a real estate agent. She brought me a current property we're buying right now. We're actually in contract.
Yeah.
Right?
I drove past that one today. Last
Everybody
night,
on the team here at Ault Global Holdings and Ault & Company through Ault Alliance, they all work together to bring ideas and opportunities. Kind of all have a little bit of a skill set that we think we have a specialty in. So I chose that because a banker brought it to me. The timing was correct, etc. How did I choose POWW? I don't know. I saw a banker I knew did a deal in POWW to uplist it at $3.
Yep.
Jason started following it. Skyla's boyfriend, by the way, he was long it, and this came to my attention, this POWW. And for full disclosure for all you home gamers out there, I sold all my POWW today. I only own the preferred stock. I have no POWW in my portfolio.
Doesn't mean we don't
In
like
our
it.
portfolio. We
Yeah.
like it.
Love it.
I like it a lot.
We love it.
But I'm seeing other opportunities, and kind of the quarter's going to end soon. And
Yep.
taking some risk off.
Yes.
Sure.
Risk on, risk off.
Book some profits.
Book some profits. We had 800,000 shares. We're at zero. We sold all of our POWW today. It's the last 100,000 out the door.
That was a handsome investment.
I will do my best to try to explain my decision making. I realize a lot of times it's opportunity, but I'll tell you one thing opportunity I created myself. I was watching a TV show, Sanjay Gupta.
Yeah.
I think it was Weeds 2. Saw a doctor on there. Said he thought he had a vaccine for Alzheimer's. Called him up on the phone. got a license with the University of South Florida. That's disclosed in the prospectus from Oldsman that's looking to go public. Now, I'm not telling you inside information. It's right there, right in the prospectus.
Yeah, you can actually access it through Webull. Like, you can put the ticker in, pull up the prospectus
ALZN,
on the brokerage.
Yeah. And so I just called that doctor on the phone and said, hey, I want to raise money and help cure Alzheimer's. I want to try. He said, well, I want to try too. Come on down. I got a guy, an expert in licensing with universities, and 4 months later signed a licensing deal, raised $8.6 million over time, and here we go. Party on,
The rest
right?
is history, yeah.
So the process is know what you want to do. Because for me, there's only two things I ever wanted to do in my entire life. Only two. I wanted to work on Wall Street or fly a plane. I did both. I used to fly planes. Believe it or not, my fat body was skinny at one time. And I started flying when I was 13, German aerobatic gliders, Schweitzer 37 Tango, which was a overhead glider with the Civil Air Patrol. I flew 172s, bird dogs. And when I got older, I was going to go in the military, big fan of the military.
Yeah.
And I asked my first wife before we were married, I said, do you think I should go in the military and fly planes or work on Wall Street? And she said, I think you should go work on Wall Street so you can afford your own plane. And that was it.
Great answer.
That was the truth. It's absolutely the truth. That and a little acid the night before. Hey, I've only tried acid twice in my life, LSD. And I know a lot of people haven't tried it. Yeah. But I will tell you, now, a lot of this stuff is becoming legal, by the way.
Yeah, California and Connecticut's on its way.
But I tried it at 18 years old.
Acid.
Well,
very
it's psychedelics.
different.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
very
tried it at 18 years old, and it changed my life. It gave me clarity.
Wow.
Steve Jobs and other people talk about the clarity they got from it. I decided to work on Wall Street, and it changed my life that one night I had that acid.
Wow.
I only did drugs. Like, I tried drugs, a couple things twice, 3 times. Hated them. Yeah. Hated the loss of control.
Yeah.
Didn't do them again. Hated it.
I'm not a drug guy.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but I tried it, and it's part of my life. I tried it when I was 18 years old after football.
Yeah,
because I was, I played football in high school, so you got drug tested.
I saw your Letterman jacket.
You saw that?
Yeah.
He saw how skinny I was.
Yeah.
Skyla, any truth to if you take acid more than 6 or 7 times, you're legally insane?
Oh, how would Skyla know?
I don't know if it's 6 or 7 times.
I thought I'd give it a shot.
No, kind of a setup.
Yeah, I don't know. Acid's a lot more like technical than
I actually don't even know what it
than
is.
shrooms.
What is acid?
LSD?
Oh, LSD. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, I took it when I was 18, like
Okay.
twice. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
acid's
One
made
on
in
a
the
piece
lab.
of paper, one on a
Shrooms
gel
are
cap.
grown
I was
in the
18 years
ground.
old, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
They're
Hey,
different.
What are you
man.
going to say? What are you going to say?
Well, listen, it puts you on a trajectory for sure.
It sure did put me on a trajectory. I wish it would have told me to not buy certain things, but it didn't do that. I was
Maybe
in
you should have
Barbie
done
doll.
more.
I was, if for anyone who's ever tried it, I was in Barbie doll land for a few hours, but it's a weird feeling. Wow. Hey, Skyla, speaking of LSD, what's the joke of the day?
Joke of the day. So, what do you call a fake noodle?
A fake noodle?
Yeah,
A
fake
foodle.
noodle. An impasta.
I like
That's
that.
a dad joke.
That's a good one.
That's a dad joke.
Impasta. You know what we should do, though, is I think that we should create a venue or a vehicle where we can get a little bit further in depth on some of the stuff that you were talking about, and I could do the same on real estate.
Yeah, for sure. I know that we need to have a program that goes a little deeper than just what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Jason, are we going to cover sports today?
Not really. I've been so busy with my day job. I couldn't do anything. I don't want to give bad bets. I found myself rushing
No bets.
through handicapping.
Number two. Right?
No bets, man. I'm sorry. I'm
Well,
busy.
you've just been killing it.
I mean, I
in
had
the market,
I
so.
lost a couple bets, but I just haven't had time. It's not fair to the people. And
Hey,
to
I think
me.
Randy has some stuff.
Hey,
though.
we're going to call him Randy in
Yeah.
a second. Jason, I interested to hear about Biden's plan for lithium production in the U.S. You know anything about that?
What's that? Non-existent. That would be my answer.
We're talking about lithium ion for batteries?
Lithium
Yeah.
strip mining.
Yeah.
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 We need it.
Hey, let's
Yeah, but
bring
he's not
let's
gonna
bring
do it.
Randy in real quick.
All right.
Hey, by the way,
Bye.
did you see the link that I sent you? That it was Newman in Wall Street.
Oh.
It was
I
Newman.
was it really?
You told me that. You told
I'm
me
laying in bed. I'm like,
You
I'm
told me
go-
the timing of it, and I looked for it, and I got to be honest with you. You said 3:26. It didn't come up for me.
No, I think it was 226.
Man, we didn't even get to this, and I wanted to get to it.
We're not.
Yeah, I
we have
know,
plenty
I'm
of
waiting for
time.
you to
We have
let-
plenty
I
of
couldn't
time.
get to it.
Let's do it right now. We have plenty. We're not. I can extend.
Let's get into it, brother.
There's a thread. Nick, can you go to my screen real quick?
236, right?
There's a
You
thread
mean
by
236,
Cultural
226?
Husbandry on Twitter. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, hold on. We got a Wall Street going.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've seen this movie?
I've seen it a million as
Yeah.
well.
It's a dog, man. It's
a dog.
with
It's a
fleas.
dog. I
with
love that
fleas.
one. Too bad you put that on the screen.
Yeah. We might have a copyright strike if we do that. by the way.
Yeah, probably. 20
P-
seconds.
potentially.
Yeah.
Oh, could you?
Copyright strike.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
There he is, right there. That's freaking Newman. You got to turn it sideways. He's right there. That's Newman, man.
Confirmed or no?
No, that's the, you
Okay,
gotta go back.
I'm gonna go check the credits.
I'm telling you. And I've tried to find a clip when he's like, yeah, man, we boxed him out and, the trade that what's his name? Ollie? You said it yesterday, Todd. What's the guy's name? Ollie?
Well, Moy Ollie.
Ollie, yeah. Yeah, I tried to find that clip. I couldn't find it. Let's talk about this BlackRock thing.
Yeah, so, all right. So I really recommend reading this thread. It's very involved. At Cultural Husbandry on Twitter, BlackRock's buying every single family house they can find, paying 20 to 50% above asking price, outbidding normal home buyers.
Yeah.
Why are corporations, pension funds, and property investment groups buying all of the houses in the
Can
country?
we take our tinfoil hats off?
Yeah.
Everybody that called us conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we've been saying this. You and I, we're both aligned on this.
Yeah, we are.
What is the cornerstone of wealth for a family in America?
The home ownership.
Home ownership, which
Absolutely.
is they're all priced out of. And because of 10 million defaulted mortgages due to COVID,
Yep.
BlackRock is going to buy everything.
They're scooping and slamming, and they just don't care. They've got trillions on the balance sheet. They're adding trillions more. What is that doing? It's redistributing wealth into their hands.
Major.
It's causing the ability for middle-class America to be priced out of the market.
Yes.
The wage growth in employment does not even come close to keep up with inflation, let alone housing costs.
No question
It's
about
just
it.
ridiculous what's going on a macro level right now.
There's going to be, and we're seeing it now, a landowning class in this country and a non-landowning class in this country. And the landowning class will be the ruling class.
But they will also, this is scary, because they can also squeeze the hell out of renters.
Oh, my God.
They can crush
No
'em.
question about it.
Single-family rentals.
Yeah.
They can absolutely crush people, force people into Section 8 housing, government housing, which, it's
Yeah, because
just-
when you own the inventory, you could shoehorn anybody into any position.
So keeping that in mind, there's a lot of stuff that's linked back to, they're using our tax money to do this. 1031 exchanges need to be looked at. But what I wanted to talk about was leveraging cryptocurrency against them.
Okay.
Use it as a weapon against them.
Yes.
And that's why they're so scared of cryptocurrency, in my opinion.
Yes.
Because now they're really looking to attack cryptocurrency, trying to tie it into these ransomware, all these hacks and
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
Because they know that that the cryptocurrency market is a tool for freedom for everyday Americans, everyday world people. So I'm looking at this. You guys need to take a look at this.
100%.
This is really good due diligence here by Cultural Husbandry. I don't have the time to go through it all. It has to do with the Great Reset, a plan to do stuff in order to make people basically comply with where they want to go with the world. You can call me a conspiracy theorist. It's a conspiracy realist is what it is. Just
Yeah.
take a look at what's going on with BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, all these companies, and what's going on with the Federal Reserve, and draw your own conclusions.
I mean, it's happening.
Yes.
It's happening, and I work with a guy whose cousin is at BlackRock and is a part of this.
Yeah.
He's on these deal teams. This is a real thing. This isn't a theory.
Oh no, it's
mean-
not a theory, but people will try to, they'll try to just dismiss it.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are crazy. This isn't happening. I mean, people are buying houses every day. Look at the inventories. Look at all the empty houses. I'm looking in the Las Vegas market. My wife's looking at the Redfin app. There's so many. The inventory's terrible. There's no sitting inventory. Everything's being scooped up. There's bidding wars.
Yeah.
They have unlimited funds.
Oh, the buying power. They have more money than God.
You can't compete.
So what is a regular guy going to? What assets can he buy?
You can buy crypto for upside, crypto for leverage, silver and gold for wealth preservation, commodities,
Yeah.
stuff like that. They don't want you to buy real estate anymore. This is crazy.
You're not going to buy it. They're
Nope.
priced out. You're going to buy silver. You're going to buy gold.
Yep.
You're going to buy Bitcoin.
Yep.
Hey, thanks to the Risk On community for
Probably
paying attention, staying with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate you being part of the show. We really do. 949-799-1831, 949-799-1831, 949-799-1831. We're going to have a risk-on conference. We are choosing between August and October. I would love everybody in the comments to tell us would they prefer to come to Vegas in August, September, or October. Love to get your feedback. Randy, welcome to the show. This is Randy Kepper.
Greetings.
For all you home gamers, Randy is a flash
Randy.
rock racer. Randy is single and available to mingle. What's up, buddy?
Hey, yeah, just a couple things. I don't know if you guys saw the hockey game, the Vegas Golden Knights. Incredible win last night. They were down 2-0 in the third period, scored 2 goals to tie it, went into overtime, and then about a minute into overtime after having 4 shots on goal on their end, they had a breakaway, scored the winning goal, broke the home ice advantage, and went up 3-2. So, Jason, tomorrow night near your house, it's going to get pretty loud.
Wait, who won last night?
Vegas.
Vegas came back?
Yeah.
They were down 2-0. I was at
Right.
Pizza Rock.
You didn't hear the horns?
No, they were in Colorado.
Oh,
No.
okay, gotcha.
He just said
Wow.
that.
He'll hear it tomorrow night. They'll be here tomorrow night, and it's
Okay.
going to get rowdy. So,
What? All right, that's awesome.
yeah, it was awesome.
Hey, shout out to Deborah last night and Pam at Sushi Roko in Roku, whatever, in Caesar's Palace, the Forum Shops.
They take great care of
They had
you.
a party. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
known him pretty well. Johnny there, the manager.
Yeah.
They had like a party of like 16 there last night. What'd you think of that, Marshall?
It was off the charts. The place was great.
I know. People liked it last night. Randy, what else you got, my man?
Well, I had a great thing to tell you about Roman Grosjean. I know we all know about the accident. We've gone over that over and over. But now he didn't race the Indy 500, as you know, or any of the ovals. But he has said that now he will race at the end of the year at Gateway, at the Oval and Gateway in Illinois. So he's going to do one. And then he's going to decide about doing the Indy 500 next year. And an interesting story that I saw, so an interview with him, that they gave him the keys to the Speedway. So after the Indy 500 is over, everybody's split. He parks his motorhome in there, and that's where he keeps his motorhome. When he comes back from Switzerland between races, he drives his motorhome from race to race. They gave him the keys to the track. He's riding his bike around the track. He's camping his motorhome there. Very interesting. They've never done that for anybody else, so
Really?
that's pretty cool, yeah. And his kids are coming out July 4th. His kids and his wife, they've never been to one of these races. They're excited to come see him now. It's a new life for him because, as I've told you about Formula One, it's not that I just dislike Lewis Hamilton or Mercedes. He felt the same way. He had no hope of winning. Now he has hope of winning. It's like a rebirth for him. In fact, on his social media page, he calls himself the Phoenix, which it couldn't be more apt, right? He did crawl from the flames and rise again.
But he did get the pole on one of those races, right?
Right. The last one before Indy 500. And that's when he went back to Switzerland.
How did he do
So,
on that race?
Huh?
How did he do on that race?
He finished second.
Yeah, so he's doing great.
Yeah, so he's back. He's excited. There's a doubleheader in Detroit, which I'll preview on Friday for you guys. He's back for that this weekend, so he's fired up to get back in the car and
The
run
fact
some
that
races.
he's even back is amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Hey, got no bets today. Type 949-799-1831. Marshall, you want any last thoughts, my man?
No, I'm happy to see that a lot of what we've been talking about has been beneficial to the people watching. I went live yesterday, and there were a few guys that came on and said, "Hey, I've been following."
nice.
Yeah, and he's like, "I've been crushing it."
That's awesome.
Yeah, what an awesome
Carver
feeling.
Bank, we made money on that. There's a couple other stocks we
Back
made
down
money
to
on.
13 on Carver now.
Yeah, we're out.
We rode the Momo. Yeah, we're out.
So
We're out.
I'm happy about that. This is the best show on the internet,
Wow.
hands down.
Hey, it just got better, man. Welcome
Wow.
aboard his full-time gig.
Thank
Let's
you,
go.
brother.
Wow,
Let's
I
get
can't
it
believe
done,
you
man.
just said that.
More value.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. No, who's doing it?
No,
Who
man.
can beat
Hey,
us,
we
man?
appreciate your time. Text us 949-799-1831. Believe it or not,
Marshall.
I'm still working on Justin. I'm told I'm going to be his first interview. Those people in the Naked Army. We appreciate your time. I know you're hanging in there with us. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.